Hello, students, and anyone else who may be watching from home. This is Mr. Borges, also known as Zanzolo, and today we're going to talk about our next part in Minecraft. So we've got a new button here on our homepage for part 13, and we're going to do the next 3 tutorials in the Code Builder. So, there's video right here, the video that you're watching. So you found it on this page, and we've got an assignment checklist like we always have. So step 1, download and open our new world for part 13. I want to go ahead and start downloading that now. Once you get in there, you're going to push C or type /code and then choose make code to get into our code builder. And we're going to do the next 3 tutorials, which is lava tower, sandstorm, and leaping salmon. Is that a typo there? Might as well fix that while I'm thinking about it. So lava tower. We're going to go ahead and do those. Then you're going to take 5 photos with captions, 1 for each of the following. So you're going to take a photo of falling lava, right? Falling lava. Then you're going to take a photo of water falling on the lava. A photo of water falling on the lava. It'll look like that. Then you're going to take a photo of the tower that's left over. You'll have some of these towers like this that are left over. Take a photo of one of those. Then for sandstorm, take a photo of the sandstorm when it's happening, and for part 5, take a photo of some of your salmon. And you'll see what we're doing. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get to that one. Okay, so go ahead, and I've already downloaded this world. And by clicking it, it's getting imported into Minecraft. Now, I was already logged in. I think I was already logged in. Maybe I wasn't. Right? Okay, no, I wasn't. So if you're not already logged in, go ahead and use your username. It's going to be your first name dot last name and the last 2 digits of your student ID at stu.morongousd.com. And your password is going to be the last 4 digits of your student ID number, which is different than my password, which I'll enter in a second here when it finally is ready for me to do that. Okay, come on, Minecraft. You're gonna make a boring spot on my video. That was an issue. No, there's no issue. Just let's go. Okay. All right, then. All right, see, so importing our world, and then here we are in our part 13 world. So once you get into your part 13 world, there's going to be a board here that reminds you what it is that we're doing. Part 13, we're going to be doing our next 3 tutorials in Code Builder. We're going to push C and then pick make code. I'm going to push C and then pick make code. And then we're going to do lava tower, sandstorm, and leaping salmon. So you don't need to leave Minecraft to remind yourself of what we're doing. When you're going to take photos of each one of these, give good captions, export your portfolio, turn your portfolio into Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and push C to get into my code builder. I'm going to summon my agent also. And then we're doing, here under tutorials, we're doing the next 3 tutorials. So, lava tower, sandstorm, and leaping salmon. So I'm going to go ahead and do those now. I'm going to do leaping tower. We're going to pick blocks. You do not have to watch this whole video, right? If you want to skip ahead on this part and just take a crack at it, that is up to you, right? So let's try something dramatic. This tutorial makes a lava tower. It slowly descends from the sky. Then our command waits for it to flow to the ground. You can then add some water to cool the lava. You're going to use a pause loop to add some wait time and let the lava reach the ground before cooling it down. So we're going to get an on-chat command. We're going to rename this tower. Tower. Just like in the picture. If you're ever not sure, look at the picture. Okay, then we're going to use place block, right? And this is color coded, so it's going to be this, this color right here, place. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to put lava block in this lava block in the sky 20 blocks above your head, right? So up and down is this middle coordinate y, and up is positive, so 20 blocks above you. If you're not sure, refer to the photo, right? They also put it off to the side a little bit. You know why they probably did that? They didn't want to dump lava straight on their head, and that was probably a good idea, even though it doesn't say to do that here in the instructions. Let's go ahead and do that anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's even dump it a little bit further off from us so we don't burn ourselves up with the lava. Okay, then what are we going to do? We're going to use another place to add some water to cool the flowing lava. We want to make sure the lava has time to flow all the way to the ground, though, before the water reaches it. So we're going to make the water appear very high in the sky, right? And that's how they're going to do that. So I'm going to duplicate this place block. This one's going to be water. We're going to make this one. I'm not going to change this front number, but this is going to be very high in the sky, 135 blocks up. Right, so they're actually going to show up basically the same time, right? But the water has to fall a lot further, and the plan is that hopefully the lava will get to the ground before the water hits it. If you're ever not sure, you click on this light bulb and it gives you hints. Okay, so now we're going to get rid of the water. There's going to be a water source up in the air, and we don't want it to just be a waterfall coming down forever. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a pause to wait for 1,000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. And then we're going to place an air block in the same place where all over we placed the water block before. It's going to draw out the water. So we're going to pause for 1,000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. And then we're going to place, I'm just going to duplicate this again. We're going to place an air block in the same exact place. I don't have to type these numbers in again because I duplicated, you see? It's going to place an air block in that exact same place where the water block was. And if you're not sure what's going on, refer to the light bulb here. Okay, so now we're going to go to Minecraft. We're going to go into our chat, and we're going to type tower, which is our on chat command. And then it says, don't move, though, right? It says the lava, water, and the air need to fall from the sky at the same position near you. So why is it saying don't move? Well, if you do that while you're moving, you're going to get your lava maybe in a slightly different place than the water, which could be bad. But then while you're running around, then we're going to put the air block in the wrong place. This is 135 blocks and 10 blocks to the side of where you are right now. These little tildes, right, reference the player. 10 blocks to your east and 135 blocks over your head. So if you're moving, it's going to be in the wrong spot when you place it. Please be aware of that. Also, be careful. Lava can be destructive, absolutely. So don't be doing this near your friends' houses or whatever in their worlds and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go and try it out. I'm going to get my camera in my hand, so I'm ready to take some pictures. I'm going to move away from some of these animals just because I don't want to hurt them. So we'll just go over here maybe. And then I'm going to go on chat command, tower. Okay, and then if we look up, somewhere there's our lava starting to fall down from the sky. And way up above it, you see the water is also falling down from the sky. Water has a lot further to fall. So I got my camera ready. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of falling lava. That's one of my pictures that I'm supposed to take. Picture of falling lava. Okay, I'm now going to add that to my portfolio. Then I'm supposed to take a picture of the water hitting the lava. Like so. There we go. And then, right, the tower is actually done. Once 1 second is over, now that water should be falling up out of the sky. It's funny, it looks like there's some glitchy thing going on with the water. Way up at the top, you can see that no more water is falling. Right? Here's the highest bit of water that's supposed to be there. Slowly coming back down to Earth now. It seems like we kind of, 1 second was probably way longer than we needed. But what's going on with that? Oh, it's gone now. There was some glitchy, weird water up there. Did you see that? I don't see it anymore, but just a visual error. Okay. Boy, I think 1 second was way longer than we need for this tower. 1,000 milliseconds? We didn't need it to be that long. We could have probably just had it been on for 100 milliseconds. Probably would have been plenty. So you can try some stuff like that. Then, finally, we can take a picture of our tower. There it is. So, there, we can take a picture of our tower. We built our lava tower. All right, so that's pretty good. Then we're going to go to our captions and label our captions, right? So here's the lava falling. Here's the water falling. And here is our tower. Cobblestone tower. All right. There we have it. If you want to build another one of those, you can. I think just for LOLs, I'm really curious now. What if we make this much, much shorter? What would happen if we make this in like 10 milliseconds? I don't know. Let's just see what's going to happen. Go over here where there was no animals. I'm going to run tower again. That's the same exact thing. There's just going to be way, way, way less water now. And isn't that enough water to make the tower? I don't know. We don't need to sit around and watch this, though. We'll come back and check in a moment. So what was the next? We're going to also do sandstorm. So we're going to go over here, far enough away. Did I move so that maybe put the air in the wrong place? It seems like I'm not running out of water for this one. All right, maybe I moved. Maybe I moved while I was doing it. I'm not sure. Let's do another one. Tower, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. I should have had plenty of time. Is there water falling down from the sky? I only got that much water. Okay, 10 milliseconds is not enough, just in case you were wondering. So if you're going to try stuff, yeah, I would definitely try more than just 10 milliseconds of water. But 100 milliseconds seemed like it was way more than we needed, and then moving causes a problem, as you can see right here. All right, anyways. Sandstorm. Going to push C. Going to click Finish. Going to click Home. And we're going to do Sandstorm. And I'm sure you're going to be able to do these at this point without this video. This video is just for anybody who gets stuck or who didn't understand. They can always refer to this video. So, Sandstorm. Want to throw some sand around? Make a small sandstorm in this tutorial. You'll learn to place a block of sand at a position and then use pick random position to make sand appear somewhere at random near you. Finally, a repeat block is used to make lots of sands show up like a storm. So we're going to put on chat command, and this one's going to be sandstorm. And we're going to get a place block inside to create some sand. Sand. There we go. Put a place block inside and create some sand at 10 blocks above your position. 10 blocks up in here. Okay, there we go. And always check this to make sure you're on track. Then we're going to go to Minecraft and press T, enter sandstorm, and you should see a block of sand. Right? So this should just make a block of sand like over our heads, right? There we go. Sandstorm and sand fall, so ouch. There we go. Hit us right in the head. Okay, well, there you have it. Then going to pick random position. So instead of it being 10 blocks over our heads, now we can place the sand and get some randomization out of it, right? So to get some unpredictability. So, and then we're going to have to fill in these numbers. Okay, so we're going to edit the positions of the pick random position to select a position that's above your player, right? And so they give you some suggestion here. But you can see they're going from -10 to 10 and from 10 to 10. But always the middle number is 10 blocks above your head. 10 blocks ahead and 10 blocks above your head. So 10 blocks to the west, 10 blocks to the north, 10 blocks to the east, 10 blocks to the south, but always 10 blocks above your head. So Go ahead and fill that in. So that's going to be negative 10. 10 blocks above your head, negative 10. 10 blocks to the south, 10 blocks to the east, 10 blocks over your head, and 10 blocks to the south. All right, here we go. And you can always refer to this picture. Okay, then we're going to go to Minecraft and enter sandstorm in the chat, and you should see a block of sand fall from the sky. There's just going to be one still, right? Well, you can go ahead and do that, but it's not that interesting. All right, we're going to run sandstorm. I just pushed right, so what am I doing there? Pushed enter to get into here. I pushed up arrow to get back my old command, pushed enter again. So you can actually do that pretty fast when you get the hang of it. There's our sand block. It fell behind us. So right, what I can do is I can just push enter up enter. There should be another one somewhere. There it is. All right, enter up enter. Another one somewhere. There it is over there. Oh. That's the big idea, but we don't want to just do onesies, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put a repeat block, and we're going to repeat this 100 times, and that's what makes the sandstorm. So we're going to make now 100. I'm going to get my camera out, so I'm ready to take a picture of all this, what's going on. I'm going to push enter up enter. Here comes the sandstorm. So I'm going to take a picture. All right, there we go. The sandstorm. All right, that was pretty good. So you've got random sand falling all over the place. And that's the big idea. You definitely could have made your sandstorm much larger if you were feeling brave. All right, so that's it for this one. Watch out for the sand. So we're going to click finish on this, going to go home. And the next one we're going to do, actually, I guess before we get started with the next one, we really should get our captions. So we need better captions. I like this picture. I'm going to delete this one. I don't need it. So this is sandstorm. There we go. Then what we're going to do is get a little bit of space away from here where we're going to be able to do our leaping salmon. Over here, maybe. You know what? While we're over here, it did do a weird thing, that 10 millisecond. It did do a weird thing. While we're over here, I'm going to go back to Lava Tower, and let's try 100 milliseconds. Let's try stuff. So I'm going to push enter, up, 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 up. There we go. Tower, enter. There we go. I'm going to hold still. Make sure I held still long enough if this doesn't mess it up, and then I should be fine. So we'll come back and check on this later. All right, so now we're going to do leaping salmon. We'll do it right over here. This is fine. So I'm going to push C and go back home, and I'm going to go to leaping salmon. Did it stop making? Okay, it did stop making water. Okay, I'm going to go blocks. And start. It says, look out, salmon are leaping dangerously high. We must create ponds for them to land in. Okay. So we're going to use a trident to cause salmon to make giant leaps into the sky. We're going to add an on item used to your code and set the item type to trident. Okay, so we're going to get on item used. On item used. We're going to set the type to trident. If you spot that right away, I didn't see it just yet. You can always just start typing in here. TR, there we go, trident. And if you're not sure, look at the picture so you see what we're doing. Okay, then we want multiple fish to spawn for each trident used. So we're going to insert a repeat block. Right, and they're going to say set it to 6. You can mess with that later if you want to. Right, make sure you've got something that looks like the picture here, and we're moving on. Now it's time to spawn the salmon. So we're going to put this purple block, color-coded, right, spawn, inside the repeat. And for this one, we're going to pick salmon. I'm guessing it's kind of pinkish. I'm not sure. There's no search bar here, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to hover over them. Tropical fish I saw. Horse, donkey, salmon. That wasn't as pink as I would have guessed, but well. Okay. Then we get something like this. And now we're going to do that pick random position that we used before. Pick random position. And then what we're going to do is, if all the salmon spawn in the same place, you won't be able to see how grand the feat was. So what we're going to do is, we're going to add a pick random inside the spawn so that we can spread the fish out a little bit, right? So we're going to go from right up in the air, right? It's kind of high in the air for a salmon, 30 blocks in the air. Okay, so we're going to go from -3 to 30. Yikes. That is a really high leap for a salmon. And 3, and then also it's going to be and +3, 30, 30 above our heads, and then +3. Right, and you can always refer to the picture, make sure that you've got this way it's supposed to be, and we're going to click next. So we've just made it so the salmon fall from extremely high. Yeah, we did. We should create a good pond to catch them in so they don't get injured when they land. In other words, they're just going to splat into dead fish if we don't do something. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new on item used to your code to keep them safe, right? And that's going to be, we're going to set that item to kelp. So, all right, to get what we're doing, we're making a new one. On kelp used, right, so on item used, this one's going to be kelp. I'm just going to search for that. There's so many items. It looks like maybe it was right there. But anyway, kelp. So on item kelp used, what are we going to do? We're going to put a fill command into here. It's set for kelp. The falling fish need to land in water, so we're going to set the fill type to water. In other words, we're going to make a pond for them. Set the fill type to water. Right? Water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so the water is under the ground, right? So we don't want to just make this giant puddle of water that's flowing everywhere. So finally, we must change the size of our pond so the fish can land right into it. We don't want it to just be one block. And then also, we're going to make it underground. So you see how this middle number is -1 and this number is -1? That's going to keep the water underground. If you don't do that, you're going to have water spilling out everywhere, and I'll see it in your photo. I'll know that you didn't follow directions. Okay, so they're saying from -4, that's 4 blocks to the west. -1, 1 block under your feet. And -1, 1 block to the north, -4, 4 blocks to the north. Then this is going to be 4 blocks to the east, still 1 block under our feet, and then 4 blocks to the south. That's how Minecraft does directions. Right? So it's going to be 4 blocks in every direction, except it's all going to be under your feet. It's going to be a square, right? It's going to be 4 blocks that way and 4 blocks that way. So this is going to end up being like an 8x8 square that we're going to be right in the middle of, and it's going to be 1 block underneath our feet whenever we use item kelp. Okay, if you're not sure, look at the picture. Make sure what you've got matches the picture. All right. Now what we're going to do is, great, we're all done. So we're going to go into the game. We're going to get a trident. We're going to get some kelp into our inventory. Then we're going to use the kelp to create a pond, and then we're going to use your trident to fill it with fish. And then if you're feeling brave, you can try using the trident first and then using the kelp to see if you're fast enough to save the poor salmon. Well, that doesn't sound very safe, but let's try it out. Okay, so I'm going to get my camera. My camera is ready. I'm going to let that tower go. Some weird visual errors again. Do you see that? All went away just then. Yeah, that tower was fine. I think 100 milliseconds is plenty. It does not have to be 1,000. 1,000 just, I think, made it take 10 times longer for the water to fall. Anyway, it wasn't that bad. So what are we going to need? We're going to need to get those items. We need a trident. We need kelp. 1 kelp will do it. Okay, there we go. So now we can use some kelp. It's made this nice pool of water here for us, and then we can use our trident. Here comes salmon. Oh no, the one salmon missed. 2 salmon missed. Sorry. All right, so I'm gonna try it again. Oh, some of them missed. We need more over here, right? We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. Whoa. Well, now they're gonna be able to go explore that cave down there or something. All right, T. So now maybe we make another one over here. Okay. Now, hopefully, this is going to be more safe for our salmon. But you get the idea. So I'm going to spam this a little bit. Did they all make it? No, one of them died that time. They almost all made it. Anyways, you get the idea. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to take a picture. We're going to go ahead and spam some of the salmon, and then take a picture. I did get one picture of the leaping salmon there, right? So if you want to take another crack at it, get a better picture. It's tricky. And I'm terrible at this. All right, I'm gonna spam this, move to the camera, and take a picture. There we go. That's the one I'm gonna use. All right. If it's too annoying, you can just take a picture of all your salmon in the pools that you create. Right. Okay. So then what I'm gonna do is, but for me, I'm gonna keep this. This was my best picture that I had. Delete this picture and this picture and this picture, and then keep those. So I should have 5: lava falling, water falling, tower, the sandstorm, and the leaping salmon. So I'm going to then export my portfolio. I don't need to rename it. I always see people are rechanging these names. Look, the name already has my name, my username, the name of the world that I did this in, and the date. That's a great name for any document. So I'm just going to save it to documents so that I don't lose track of it later. Click save. Now I'm going to go back to Canvas. And now that we're in Canvas, I guess I have to finish editing this page that I was messing with, and that's still not published. So to actually do those steps, I don't think I can go to student view until I've published my page. And I think I still can't because I didn't publish my module. That's going to let me do it. All right, so then what you will do is you're going to click the Start Assignment button right here. And then down below, it's going to give you a place to Start Assignment. Down below, there we go. It's going to give you a place to turn in your file. So I'm going to click Choose File. I'm going to go to Documents because that's where I saved it to. And then here's my most recent file. Check the date, right? 11:21, 1 minute ago. That's the right file. I know for sure. I'll go ahead and select that and then click Submit Assignment. As soon as it throws candy, I know that I've done it correctly, and it will say Submitted up here also. I didn't get my candy that time. All right, anyways. Oh, there it goes. Hooray. Okay, so that's it for this one, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.